It's kind of a mix of two, fill your bubble, but also like kind of get a feeling for those around you, because I feel like they just generally like, the fill your bubble's like a confidence thing, and then paying attention to those around you, it keeps you in everyone's good graces as much as it can, and it makes you feel more connected and part of something bigger than yourself.
To make a performance interesting, because I'm going to be a performer, that's my goal in life, so I learned that there are lots of different components that all need to work together to make a performance interesting, from acting to adding in choreography and the way you sing your vocals and everything about it. I learned a lot from harmonics.
Professionalism on stage, because I want to be a theater director.
It's being myself on stage, but then also off stage, and that if I'm just comfortable with how I'm acting and who I am, then that's the best version of me.
Well, Amber, sometimes in the real world you have to interact and work with people that you don't necessarily like to work with, or people that don't necessarily like you, and sometimes those people don't complement your style of just working. And so I've encountered this a lot in harmonics, and I think it's really helped me to grow as a person, and it's definitely something that I'll take with me into the real world.
I'd say make sure you don't give up hope, even though it seems like you won't have any, because that happens a lot.
Words of wisdom that I have for underclassmen would be try to build as many relationships as you can while you're still in high school.
Don't forget your passion for it. Why you signed up for harmonics in the first place is like, after you take away all the bad stuff, like the stuff you don't want to do or the hard issues or whatever. It's just you on stage and the music and the audience, and that's what really matters in the end.
Would be, there's a lot of things you can't, or you think you can't do, and those sometimes end up being the best things you've ever done.
You know, I would say, it's pretty cliche, but just have fun with it, Just enjoy it, because the best memories, at least from harmonics or whatever competition, that I go to, isn't, the trophies and the prizes and the who gets what at the end. It's kind of the small, dumb, fun things that you do along the way where you, discover that, where you make new friends and try new experiences. So I'd say for the juniors that, no matter what happens next year, just try and have fun, just try and have a good time.
When we went to Altoona and Combo tried to steal the Krushka cutout.
Going to Totino Grace sophomore year and experiencing the harmonics family.
My favorite memory from harmonics was when we sang a song for Mr. Buckles at the harmonics showcase.
I have two in harmonics. Were first my freshman year throat punching someone that was administering a confetti cannon, and my second favorite memory is learning how to do the Miley Cyrus twerk and falling over on myself on the riser.
When we were doing a song called Runaway Baby, and we had trays, and I hit my friend in the face with a tray.
The team bonding during choreo camp, that was really awesome and inspiring for me.
So it's definitely trying to get Christian Buckles to go under a table blindfolded my freshman year. It's probably senior year doing a spin and then a line of drool coming out of my mouth and hitting somebody.
Genuine.
Nurturing.
Angel. He's an angel.
Energetic.
Inspiring.
So, Dad.
Inspiring.
God.
Caring.
Genuine.
Heart.
Charismatic.
Inspiring.
Be kind.
Schmur.
Selfless.
Zany.
Would be caring. Inspiring.
Enthusiastic.
Crazy.
Particular.
Strong-willed
Is bad cop.
drama queen and diva.
Passionate.
Nicole.
Crazy.
Particular.
Is headstrong.
Is invested.
Diva.
Headstrong.
Determined.
A senior I looked up to is Egan Hill. Egan's always been on time for harmonics, and he always makes sure that he's at his top performance every time we have rehearsal. He always makes people feel included and special when they're in harmonics. And also, he's one of my best friends. Thanks.
I look up to Ryan Hagan because he never fails to make me laugh, and he has just been really nice, and yeah.
I look up to Abby Anderson because since day one she has always made me feel good about myself and never let me feel bad about myself and just put a smile on my face.
One senior I look up to is CJ Rislov because he is very talented in music and he inspires me every day to grow my music intelligence.
I look up to Amber Atchison because she's really caring and gives great advice. I can talk to her about anything and she gives the best hugs.
Probably Ingrid because this year she's really taken me in and kind of taught me a lot of life lessons.
I look up to Adrienne Olsen. She is always in rehearsals and trying her hardest, even if she's having a bad day. And that just reflected really well on me to just keep going and doing my best.
I look up to Kevin Thatch because whenever he sings, it just inspires me because his voice is just you could tell he's worked on his singing a lot, and just I really want to get to that level of his singing.
Abby Sheehan because she's always been here for me and she's always stuck up for me even when I'm not the most popular kid and I'm not the most good looking either. She's always been there and always been by my side no matter what happens.
I choose Madeline Schmidley because she is always having fun no matter what, if she's down or if we're having a bad time, she's always hyper, excited, and having fun, so I pick her.
I choose Beth McElwan because she helped me break out of my shell a lot freshman year. I was very shy and introverted, but now I'm more bubbly and, yeah.
I choose CJ Rislov because he is a very talented musician and inspires me to be one too.
So I chose Amy Grace Reeves because she's one of my bestest friends and she's very inspiring because she's a wonderful musician and she's helped me so much become a better person. She's so loving, she's helped me with my walk through faith and she's really just great.
One senior I look up to is Daria Larson. One main reason is I sit next to her in choir, and whether I was at school or if I wasn't at school and I needed help on something, she would go out of her way to help me and make sure I know what I'm doing.
Okay. The senior I chose is Matt Reese because he's always got a positive attitude and I always look up to him when I'm just kind of there and he's always smiling, so it makes me want to smile.
The senior I chose is Nick Mason, and I chose him because he's an outgoing guy. He's just so nice to me. He's nice to practically everyone except maybe some people, but he's just he's just a cool guy. Cool to be hanging out with, cool on the wrestling team, just, I don't know, something about him.
I chose Michael Kramer as my senior person who I'm doing a thing for because, he's just a really nice guy who's willing to be friends with anybody.
The senior I chose was Abby Sheehan. She taught me how to be a good person and to grow my skill over time, and yeah.
The senior I chose was Becky because she is really funny and she's good at making jokes to cheer someone up, and she dealt with me in my magic trick this year, so.
The senior I picked was Beth because she just has an interesting view on everything and knows how to stay positive.
I look up to Sydney Tees. She has been a part of harmonics for 4 years, and she has led our band strongly for all 4 years, so.
The senior I chose was Trisha Lowry because she never fails to make anyone smile and she's very musically talented in both band and choir.
The senior I chose was Nick Mason because it doesn't matter who or what he's doing, he always goes balls to the walls.
The senior I chose is Brad because he's always positive and he's always there to put a smile on my face.
The senior I chose is Emily Schaefer because she is a very kind and caring individual and she always thinks of other people before she thinks of herself.
I chose Grant Crank as the senior I look up to. I see that he is a person that is always attentive at rehearsals and who is ready to play when he is needed to.
A senior that I look up to is Kevin Thatch because he is in multiple music classes and very dedicated to all his music classes, and I really appreciate it.
A senior that I look up to is Ryan Hagen because he's so kind and outgoing, and I just really admire how he's always just unapologetically himself.